Whoa, the mayor and the police department just had the Montgomery press conference. They detailed actually what happened in the riverboat incident. They named warrants for, I believe, 4 white males. They said one of them are already in custody, and they asked chairman to call into the police department so he can come in for an interview. A lot in this press conference was news that we didn't know in the public. One thing that was contrary to popular belief was that wasn't a security guard that initially got jumped on. That was a co-captain. And before that even happened, it was a lot of obscene gestures and obscenities that went on towards his way. But without further ado, check out this press conference. It's so much information that we didn't know. Watch the whole thing and meet me in the comments.
On this day, there were 227 passengers aboard that vessel. The incident occurred between a co-captain of the Harrier II vessel and a private boat owner and his family. As the Harrier attempted to dock in its designated space, designated and reserved due to the gangway access as well as the mooring requirements, the private boat was docked in its space, prohibiting safe docking of the Harrier. The captain of the Harrier remained away from the dock for nearly 40 to 45 minutes as he attempted to contact the operators of the private boat via PA system. They were only responded to with obscene gestures, curse words, and taunting. The co-captain was then picked up by a separate vessel and brought to the pier in an attempt to have a conversation with the private boat owners and or have those boats moved so that the Harrier could dock. A confrontation ensued between the co-captain and Mr. Pickett, the co-captain, being attacked by several members of the private boat. Several members of the Harrier II came to Mr. Pickett's defense, engaging in what we all have seen since on social media. I'll give you a timeline as to where the calls came in and the Montgomery Police Department's response. The original call came in at 7 p.m. as a typical disturbance. The caller, who was the captain of the Harrier, was very calm and not in distress. As additional calls were received, at 7:15 p.m., the call was dispatched to the Montgomery Police Department. 7:18, the first units, 4 Montgomery Police Department officers arrived on scene, with 3 shortly thereafter. 13 individuals were detained and brought to police headquarters for questioning and interviews. Those interviews lasted several hours. At that time, all parties involved were released pending further investigation, but were all given instructions on how to secure warrants on combatants. We have since consulted with and are continuing to work with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, our state police agency, the Montgomery's DA's office, and the local office of the FBI. This investigation is ongoing and more charges are likely. We encourage the public to continue to send us additional videos or evidence relating to this case. Those can be sent to Star Center at montgomeryal.gov or at our secret witness 334-625-4000. The victims in this case, the co-captain, Mr. Damian Pickett, black male, and a 16-year-old white male juvenile who was struck by the owners and operators of the private boat. The suspects thus far have been identified as Richard Roberts, white male, 48 years old, with 2 outstanding warrants for assault, 3rd degree. Alan Todd, white male, 23 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree. And Zachary Shipman, white male, 25 years old, 1 warrant for assault, 3rd degree. We have instructed those individuals to turn themselves into law enforcement, and as at this time, one is secured and in custody. The other two are set to turn themselves in within the next hour. We are also asking for Mr. Reggie Gray, the black male, 42 years old, who was seen wielding that folding chair, to contact the Montgomery Police Department for further interviews and as part of this investigation.
I told you, crazy. What do y'all think? Do y'all agree? One thing I can say is, unless I missed it, no warrants have been out for any black man, and all warrants that have been out have been for white males, but the suspects are a black male and a white male. Tell me what y'all think. What y'all think about Chairman and anything else that I might have missed. Hit me in the comments.